Well, Curtis, we're there and over the line. You must be pleased to get everything done.
Yeah, I am. Obviously, it's been a long negotiation, but I'm happy to have signed, and I'm hoping it'll be another 2 good years with the club, and hopefully in the Premier League.
The contract is something that seems to have come up in every interview you've done over the last, what seems like 12 months, so you must be pleased to put that to bed.
Yeah, it's obviously I always knew and I was always confident we could get something sorted, and behind the scenes, obviously, we were working hard with the club to sort that out, and I'm just glad now that it's sorted, I can put it to bed and just concentrate on the football and trying to get back up.
Has the way things have gone this season, obviously you've been back in the team playing every week, has that changed your perspective in terms of looking at the new deal?
Yeah, of course. I think at the start of this year I was the first to admit that I probably was looking to leave, thinking that I wasn't wanted and I maybe might not play. So the way the season's gone in terms of our position in the league and the way I've played personally and playing all the games has been a good one for me. So to sign and extend my stay at a club that is very, very close to my heart. I've had a good 3 years here already, and I'm looking to have a few more good years here.
I'm going to say the second half of last season aside, how do you look back on your nearly 3 seasons here?
It's been, like I say, it's been a roller coaster. I think I've overused that, but you've got the highs of staying in the Premier League and getting to cup finals, obviously the lows of relegation, and then this season in itself, even just the last few weeks have been a roller coaster. So I'm hoping this season ends on a high, and it's another highlight to this whole City career that I've had. But at the end of the day, we need to make it happen out there, and I'm just hoping that we can have more happy times.
Would winning promotion be the best way to celebrate the fact that you've signed a new deal here?
Definitely, because that's why I've signed. I've signed because I back us to get back to the Premier League, and I want to be a Premier League player again. So I've stayed knowing that we've got a good chance, but ultimately us as a group of lads need to go and do it for ourselves and make sure we're back in that league and proving to everyone that we're good enough to be there.
As you say, you've got belief in the team, the manager, everybody here to achieve that.
We do, and obviously there's no better place to turn it around than Middlesbrough on Friday. Obviously they've gone through a blip themselves, had a few problems with the management, but it's going to be a big game on Sky TV, and if you can win that going into a 2-week international break, you rest a little bit easier. But it's not going to be an easy game by any means. But obviously, we need to go there and try and win the game now.
You touched on it a couple of minutes ago. How do you assess the situation at the moment?
The key word's frustration. We went through a patch where we were scoring at will and winning games 2s and 3s and a 6 against Charlton, obviously. And we were keeping a lot of clean sheets, things like that. And then recently, don't think we've kept a clean sheet in the last 3, which by our standards is not bad, but obviously it's a little bit frustrating. But we just can't get the goals to get us over the line. Obviously, we've managed to score in the last 2 games, which is good. But before that, we hadn't really scored many goals, and I think it was something like 2 goals in the 7 games. So we need to get back to scoring. Need to get back to the clean sheets, and if it comes down to winning 1-0 every week and scraping over the line, I'll take that, because besides a wonder strike from Gary Gardner yesterday, we could have scraped that 1-0 and it would have all been a good result then. But that's the way this league goes. You've got a team that come here after sacking their manager, haven't been in good form themselves, come here, put on a performance, and it's for us to start showing that we're actually good and we're the ones that should be putting a performance against them.
I think Michael Dawson said last night we're not the only ones finding it tough at the moment, and Burnley really are the only happy team at the moment.
Yeah, that's right, that's correct. I know that obviously, like we touched on with Middlesbrough having a bit of a bad time, Brighton are having a bit of a late renaissance, I guess you could call it, because they started obviously very, very well in the league, fell off a little bit, and now they're coming back towards the tops. Obviously went above us yesterday, so obviously they're in a good position. But at the same time, we can't really worry about what everyone else does. We need to do our job, because too often we've been bailed out by teams getting beaten or not winning and things like that, and we've managed to stay in touch. Whereas if we'd started winning those games, we would have been right up there with Burnley or possibly ahead of them. So it's for us to do our job, and whatever the others are doing, we can't really worry about, because we know if we go and win the next 10 games, I think we'll be in a good position to go up.
And as you've touched upon, if we can go to Middlesbrough and get a result, the landscape changes again.
It does, because it's a 6-pointer. I know it's like I said, there'll still be 9 games left after that, but if you can go against one of your direct rivals and possibly get a win up there or avoid defeat. Like I said against Burnley, if we avoided defeat there, we would have been in a much more comfortable position. But if we avoid defeat, keep ourselves within the running pack, I'm sure we'll have a good run on the last 9 games towards promotion.
It'll set you up nicely for another 2 years here.
Yep, hopefully.